Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Ride Mechanic channel. How the heck are you doing today? Alright, today's video, we're making another trip back to Valas Pumpkin Patch down here in Gretna, Nebraska. So let's get right into it. Okay, before we made it there today, we started out at First Watch, which is a really great place to go eat. It's about 20 minutes from the park, but it was a great thing. I had some waffles. They were absolutely awesome. Every time I go there, I can't get past these waffles. We made our way down to the park, and driving in, I just knew it was going to be a busy day today because the intermediate lot had already filled up. The maximum lot was filling up too. And then it's like they were going to go into the overflow lots today. It was going to be a busy day. It's also, for being the fall time, I've got family in from out of town, and being fall, it is hot. It was almost 90 degrees this day. So definitely not fall weather at all, but not too bad overall. Got the Valas haunted house. A little boo for you, there you go. Walking around the park, taking in the scenery. It's really nice because we walk around this park all the time, but to have family and friends in town visiting, it's extra nice because you get to show them things that you know, but no one else would necessarily find it and point it out to them. So made our way over to the Cousin Lauren's Racing Pigs, which is just a Eli Bridge scrambler. Pretty nice. But in the queue line, seeing that they're taking fencing apart, marking it, where to go back together. Done this many a times with all sorts of fences. You gotta mark it where to go so you know how to put it back together when it's done. These rides are really nice, especially when they're brand new like this. They're really tight and sound. They don't make all sorts of weird noises and grumbles yet. Now, one of the things that's hard about these, maintaining them wise, is to keep that ring and pinion underneath each sweep arm lubricated. So, not the bearing, but the open face gear lube. Because you want to put open face gear lube on it to keep those teeth nice, but too much, it falls off on the ground and makes a black ring. Not enough, and you destroy your gears. Moving along down the pathway, we headed back over there to the Nebraska's longest, tallest, fastest roller coaster. That's right, the Zamperla Family Coaster. This is officially Nebraska's longest, tallest, fastest. It's a 92-meter Zamperla Family Coaster. It's really nice. It's got hydraulic restraints on it. Got a nice control system to it too. Definitely much a step over what I used to take care of myself. Runaway Grain Wagon. This is a really fun ride. I like it. Especially being, it's one of several roller coasters in Nebraska, but realistically it's like a Wacky Worm and this one, and then one that's at a fairground that like never ever runs, and it looks like it's been decommissioned. Shout out to this guy though, that's loading people right now. He was on the same exact page. I started saying longest, tallest, fastest, and he started listing off all the stats to it. He was excited to operate this ride, and that was really cool. I love it when team members have that genuine excitement where they want to go do something and they're trying to get people excited, and he was getting the crowd pumped up. So definitely shout out to that guy. As always, like to take some running nerd shots here. Chain operating, brakes. Felt like I was really focused on the brakes and chain this time around. Get that nice fresh brass on there. They haven't had the pleasure of replacing one of those brass brake segments yet. They're kind of a pain in the butt, absolutely. You see right there at the bottom of that brake ski, there's actually a little, looks like a dash from this point of view, but that's actually the bottom of the brake fin. That's where that's wearing. So one of the weird things about these brake skis is that if you let them just sit there and wear in like that, the bottom 10 millimeters never wears. It's like the coach is too high. So what ends up happening is, to get all the life out of this brake brass, if the precision manufacturing is high enough, which I don't think it is, nothing against Zamperla, it's just that I don't think these are flippable. You could flip them over 180 degrees, but you lose all your braking force. But typically what you have to do is you have to go in there and actually machine off that bottom lip once it gets past about 2 or 3 millimeters. You have to machine that lip off of there so it's flush with the rest of the brass. That way the skis actually close to each other and actually make full contact to the train. What you notice is that it just starts overshooting all of a sudden. Looking at the hitches, these are very nice hitches compared to the stuff I was used to working on. They pushed the hitch out a little bit further, gave it some nice webbing and some safety chains to make it all nice and kosher like most other roller coasters are now. Right next to it, they put in this little inner tube slide down there with some plastic turf on it so people can go down the hill. It's a nice little addition, something that's not a lot of money, and it's got something that draws people to there. Heading up to the cider mill. This is a great place to go. Last time I did not go in here, but this time I'm going to. Show you guys around a little bit. They've got all of their apple ciders inside of here and lots of hard apple cider. And the cider mill is actually where they build the cider, where they actually manufacture it. Over here in these rooms, these are the cider tanks where they actually gather the apples up, press them, and store the apple juice essentially inside there to make cider. Of course, there's all sorts of other knickknacks available. Those are wonderful pretzels. Those things are amazing. If you're ever at the park, I highly recommend them. And then it's this season again. You guys have these? These are pirate bugs. Hate these things. They basically land on you. They don't really like bite you, but they kind of bite you, but they kind of pinch you at the same time. It's like you just feel some kind of like a biting, stinging sensation. It's like, what is that? You look down, there's one of those pirate bugs on you. It's like, get off of there. Off to the antique cars. I plan on doing a show on this at one point in time. I've had a couple people ask, it's like, how do those things guide and work off of there? That's why I'm spending so much time looking at the guide wheels on them. But we're off and about, mind-bending speed around there. Must be going 100 miles per hour, or the video's sped up. I'm not sure which one it is. But we're going fast. We're going fast. And, the hardware is not put in all the way. That's not too bad. The one on the other side was missing completely. But that one, the thread was not protruding through the nylock. Oh, time for the pie barn. Now this time we stopped and got some pie. We all went in, said let's go get some pie. So my favorite pie when we go in here, same with Mrs. the Ride Mechanic, we go for the salted caramel apple pie. It is so good. Heat it up just a little tiny bit. It's great. My wife actually goes for the crust. She eats the top of it right off of there. So it's always a trap when she says, let's get a piece of pie. It's like, you mean I'm going to have the base and you're going to have all the caramel on top. So when we get it, we fight over that caramel and salt on top. After the pie barn, got to walk some of this off. Got to be cool. There's cops. Be cool. All right. Passing the cops, we're doing good. Valas always has some good sheriff and police present there, which I like to see at amusement parks because things can get out of control fast. And I like to know that there is actual police, not just security on hand, which really helps. Now, once we got done with pie, of course, we had to go back to our other haunt because son needed some mac and cheese, and I was like, well, I just had pie, so I might as well get a cinnamon roll. The cinnamon rolls are delicious at Valas. I love those. No chili this time because I'm not trying to make a meal out of it, but cinnamon rolls are good. Yep, back by these guys singing again. They still look so weird. Weekends, they have plenty of live music all over the park. You pretty much go just a couple hundred feet in any direction and there's someone playing live music there. All sorts of people on the weekends. Time to go back to Nick and Marty's Barnyard Adventure. Not Rick and Morty's, no copyright here. Nick and Marty's. Pumpkin transformation here. Didn't film this last time. And there you go. This is not Rick and Morty, this is Nick and Marty's. No copyright infringement here. Took some time out this trip to go in and do the paintball. Basically, it's a shooting gallery, but you get to use paintballs. So son was out here ringing the cowbell. Got the pirate guy or cowboy guy in the center there. Doing some more shooting, just everything out there. $15 for 100 balls. That's not too bad. On to the egg spinner. Now this wasn't open last time. This is just a tilt-a-whirl. These rides are fun. So this is the first time going on it here at Valas. So I was just getting some general shots, watching it run, watching the wheels do their job. The different thing, the main difference from this and a waltzer is the angles are a little more aggressive, which gives you more of the spinning effect. As you could see here in my on-ride footage, we got some good spins out of this. 4 of us, me, son, daughter, and my nephew, all fit in here. Spinning around at a pretty good rate of speed till it came to a nice stop at the end. Brakes locked up and we're ready to go. This is funny. We're going in here. It's like, okay, let's go in. Watch your head. Boom. Oh, jeez. It says right on there, watch your head. Come on. I'm going to speed up a lot of this. Basically, this isn't it's not quite a haunted house. It's a indoor blacklight maze for little kids. So there's nothing scary or anything like that in here. Just lots of places to go with little kids and take them around, and it's something the parents can go with them. This trip, since I was here with little kids, it made the most sense to go around and do this stuff. One of the reasons why I didn't film this last time. Outside of this is an outdoor maze. It's a pretty big maze. I mean, it's not really so much kid-driven. Adults can go in it too, but it's not so complex as you have to have an adult to find your way out. Kids can get in here, spend some time walking around. It's a pretty fun little place. So moving along with the kids stuff here, we went around to the kids storybook area. This is towards the front of the park. It's lit up really nice at nighttime, so you could take kids here all the time, day or night. And it's basically a storybook land. They have lots of little representations of all sorts of things here from all different stories, movies, cartoons, all sorts of stuff. It's really interesting. You go along and kind of pick out what they are. They're labeled, but they've made their own interpretation of what these things are. It's really cool. Like there's Humpty Dumpty on a wall. It's like, that's interesting. I honestly don't know what the heck that is, but it looks kind of odd. Anyways, you could tell, right? You could tell what this is. Rapunzel. Yeah, some of them are edited for fall Halloween festival stuff. Son found this nice little kid slide. He's like, I'm gonna go on this. It's like, go for it, man. Son having fun. Yep, there you go. I'm not sure what this one was all about. Had some firehouse stuff. I was like, okay. Next to it is like a little multiple stories all in the same thing. And then they had this whole barn where you can go in and see all sorts of other stuff. I think this is probably where it started with the indoor stuff. 3 little pigs, the wolf and the turbo huff and puff. You know, it's just really amazing. If you don't know about Valas Pumpkin Patch, it's only open like 60 days out of the year. So all this stuff that you're seeing is only done 60 days out of the year, which is really impressive to think about how much upkeep everything takes after sitting static for 10 months to suddenly be put into operation. I mean, just going through and taking the dust off of this stuff alone has to be a pretty crazy job. They employ a good chunk of people during this time of year, but the time is short-lived. Getting into some of the Disney fairy tales here. This next one kind of looks like Pinocchio, but with a horse. I'm not sure how that works. Definitely, if you have little kids, this is a place to spend a lot of time going through these areas. The Spook Shed. Now, Valas has a couple haunted houses. The Spook Shed is a little kid's haunted house, basically. It's not super scary. It's well themed, though. They got lots of animatronics on the inside, not doing really spooky or jump scare type stuff. There's just things like, look, a skeleton band playing heavy metal rock music, rolling in bones, and lots of decorations. It's got a little tiny bit of spooky to it, but it's got some funny to it as well. Ghoul's Gym. And it's a good place to take your little kids that maybe don't want something that's too frightening, you know? I'd say, you know, your age is like probably 4 to 6 years old, 4 to 8 years old. I mean, some of these animatronics just look odd. Especially when the jaws and stuff stop working on them. And they're trick-or-treating right now. I know I've got the sound down, sorry. There's a lot of off-the-shelf music and things being used in these, so unfortunately YouTube copyrights all that stuff. So I can't play it on here. Teaching kids about how to scare. Really well thought out. Off into the graveyard. One of the fun things around here, if you go around, there's an outhouse and there's a skeleton. If you flush the toilet, basically, the skeleton tells some jokes. Got a moving coffin there. Very cool. At night, it's very Instagram picture ready in this area.
Hey, what are you looking at? Can a guy get any privacy around here? You're just gonna have to wait your turn like everyone else. Hey, does anyone have today's newspaper? I'm gonna be in here a while. Did you read about the skeleton attacked by a dog? I guess it ran off with some bones, left him without a leg to stand on.
And then everyone was getting tired of walking around. So we were walking out to the gift shop there, and then there's, of course, apple cider donuts, one of the must-haves when you come to Valas. They are so good. But they also have everything else in this gift shop. If you saw something somewhere in the park that you wanted, it's pretty much in this gift shop. All the cider, the hard cider, fudge, apple cider donuts, the little knickknacks and toys, you got it. Everything's there, and that's it. You're into Valas Pumpkin Patch for a little bit. If you haven't seen my other video, check that one out too. Last thing is we went out for dinner at Legacy Chop House. This is also in Omaha here. It's about 15 minutes from Valas. If you're in the area and want to stop by, they have really good food here. Very delicious, but it's pricey. It's really pricey. But so it's a special treat. I had the chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Son had a bacon burger. And then at the end, son was trying to take it home. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta film this. I want to see you put this together without getting these fries just all over the place. And yeah, he did it. All right, that's it. That's the trip. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. I do appreciate it. It does help me out. Alright, no, it wasn't how rides work, but trip reports, guys, gotta get used to them, you know? Stay off the air gates. Bye.